Hello once again. Welcome to our English lesson. This lesson focuses on Unit 7 of your Grade 10 textbook. This is the third lesson you are going to study for Unit 7. In this lesson, you will be able to practice grammar. Let's learn how to use present perfect continuous tense appropriately. Let's start the lesson. Children, look at this picture. There are two children here. What can you say about their hands? Their hands are dirty. What have they been doing? They have been playing. They have been playing for a long time. They have been playing with mud. When we say they have been playing, we are using present perfect continuous tense. Let me tell you more about present perfect continuous tense using another example. Look at this girl. What can you say about her? She seems tired. She has been studying since 8 o'clock. She has been studying for 3 hours. So children, we use present perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that started in the past and is continuing up to now. So you are not only referring to the present, what she is doing now, but you refer to the past as well. Present perfect continuous tense is often used with since or for. Since 8 o'clock, for 3 hours are all durations of time which can be used with the present perfect continuous tense. We use for to talk about a period of time. 3 hours, 2 months, 1 decade. And we use since to talk about a point in past time, 9 o'clock, 1st January or Monday. Let's now see how present perfect continuous tense is formed. The structure of the present perfect continuous is have or has plus been plus verb plus ing. That means the ing form of the verb. This table shows how present tense of the verb have is used with different subjects. As you can see, there are two forms of the verb have in present tense. They are have and has. With the subjects I, you, we and they, the verb have is used, while the verb has is used with the subjects he, she and it in present tense. So you have sentences like I have been studying since 8 o'clock. They have been playing for 2 hours. He has been watering the plants since 5 o'clock. And she has been singing for 15 minutes. Another situation where we use present perfect continuous tense is to talk about actions that we have only just finished. Here you use the present perfect continuous without a duration such as for 2 weeks or since yesterday. Without the duration, the tense has a more general meaning. We often use the words lately or recently to emphasize this meaning. Look at these examples. Recently, I have been feeling really tired. Tikiri has been watching television too much lately. Okay, I hope now you are clear about present perfect continuous tense. Okay, children, now let's do an activity from your textbook to practice present perfect continuous tense. This is activity 6 on page 71. What you have to do is fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb given in brackets. You have an example here. Study that one too. So you can pause the video and do it now. Okay children, let's check your answers. Look at the first situation. A says, your clothes are all wet. So what should be B's answer? I have been watering the plants. That is in present perfect continuous tense. It is clear that B has been doing the work for some time and has just stopped it as his clothes are still wet. Wet clothes show the present effect of what he has been doing. Now look at the second situation. Here B is saying that Parami should take a break now. So A would have said, Parami has been studying all day. Here what we understand is that Parami has started studying sometime in the past and she is still continuing her study. Now the third. There are two blanks here. A is asking a question. Your eyes are red. Have you been crying? So it is clear B is not crying now and A wants to know whether B has been crying as the eyes are red. What is B's reply? No, I have been peeling onions. So B might have been doing it until a moment ago. So using this third one, you can practice how to ask questions in present perfect continuous tense. See how it is done. In the statement, you have been crying, have has been moved to the beginning when a question is formed. Have you been crying? Let's look at the fourth situation. As the children look tired now, they might have been dancing for a while now. So the answer is have been dancing. Children, the last one is in the negative form. A says Madhu has put on some weight and B's answer is in the negative form. See how it is used? She has not been exercising lately. So you can see how the negative is formed in present perfect continuous tense. You have to insert not in between have and been when forming the negative. Hope everything is clear to you now. Children, here's an activity for you to become more familiar with present continuous tense. This is activity 7 on page 71 of your textbook. Here you have 5 short dialogues. In each dialogue, there are highlighted utterances. You have to categorize these utterances as affirmative, negative, and questions. I hope you know what affirmative means. It means positive. Okay, children, you can use this table to categorize the utterances. You can pause the video and do it now. Okay, let's see the completed table now. There are 4 utterances in the column for affirmative ones. Let's read them. Well, she's been living there for 30 years. Yes, I've been waiting here for the bus for over an hour. She has been cleaning her room. I have been studying here since 2010. Now let's look at the second column, which is for negative sentences. You have only one there. No, she hasn't been sleeping. Now the last column, it's for questions. How many questions did you find? Yes, there are only 2. First one is, how long have you been playing in the mud? What is the second one? Since when have you been studying in this school? Hope it was easy and you could get all correct. Okay, children, at the O-level exam you may get a grammar question where your knowledge on tenses will be tested. In such questions you will be tested on verb forms. Let's try a similar activity. Here you have a dialogue with blanks. You have to use the correct form of the verbs given within brackets to fill the blanks. You can pause the video and try it now. Okay children, let's check your answers. Look at the first one. I blank wait for your arrival since morning. What is the correct form of the verb needed here? It should be present perfect continuous, as the guide has been waiting since morning. So you have to write have been waiting in the blank. So it should be I have been waiting for your arrival since morning. What about the second? There also the action has started in the past and continued to the present. So you have to fill the blank with the present perfect continuous form of the verb. So the sentence should be, actually I have been dreaming to visit historical cities in Sri Lanka for a long time. Now the third one. In this one, Peter gives the year he started studying about historical cities, and it is understood that he is still doing that. So how do you fill the blank? It should be, I have been studying about historical cities in the world since 2018. Look at the fourth one. But I blank not tour lately. This is the second use of present perfect tense I introduced to you. This doesn't emphasize an exact time but conveys a more general meaning with the word lately. You also have the word not within brackets with the verb tour. So you have to fill the blank with have not been touring. So it should be, but I have not been touring lately. Now the last one. How did you fill that? Yes, it should be, it has been raining since morning. I hope you got all the answers correct. That marks the end of our lesson on present perfect continuous tense. In this lesson, we learned how to use present perfect continuous tense appropriately. Let's meet again with another lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.